Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Josh Dragon, and in today's video we're going to be taking on another classic video game from the SNES era, Donkey Kong Country 3. Donkey Kong Country 3 was released very late in the Super Nintendo's lifespan, and it's personally a video game that I did grow up playing, one that I liked growing up playing, and it's one that I quite enjoyed, but it's not quite as good as the second game. I still consider that to be the best of the trilogy. As you can tell, it was released back in 1996, which was, really late. Actually, the N64 had already come out, so a lot of people never played this game growing up, which is probably too bad because it is really fun. As a kid, when I played this, I was probably about 6 years old, and I remember kind of being disappointed that Donkey and Diddy were not featured in the game because I really liked those characters, and I liked Dixie as well, but Kitty was pretty lame, to be honest with you. I mean, it was like a baby gorilla, and I didn't like Kitty very much, so that was always a big turnoff to me from this game. And another big difference actually is that the overworld is very different by comparison with the first two games. I actually kind of like this feature now, but as a kid that was another turnoff to me. So when I was smaller, I used to consider the first two to be the best two and this one to be more of like a distant third. Today I like it more though. It's also nice to see some of the older characters like Funky coming back into the game again. He's a mechanic in this game and he'll be helping us get around to the different parts of the overworld. This part is pretty self-explanatory. You just need to push the button in the orders that the crystals light up in, and that will release a banana bird. The use for this bird will become a lot more apparent very late in the game, but you need to collect them all if you want the good ending. So this is our first stop, first level. Like in any game, the first level's pretty easy. You'll want to switch immediately out to Kitty and throw Dixie up here on the rooftop so you can collect the 1-ups. Very good music in this game, and I think the visuals are probably the best of all the ones in the Super Nintendo. As soon as you get here, switch to Dixie and then throw Kitty onto this cracked part of the bridge to get into the bonus area. Okay, I've got 50 stars to collect. Most of these bonuses are actually a little bit more challenging than they were in DKC2, but this one's pretty good. So this is a new feature to this game, exclusive to this game. You're gonna find these guys, one of them in every stage, who have a Donkey Kong coin, and you need to use the metal barrel to dislodge them and to steal it from them. I always love doing this trick, by the way. It's fun running on the barrel. That's always awesome. You want to collect as many of the bear coins as possible because they're going to be very useful for trading with the bears later on in the game. And then make sure you grab the 1-ups over here before you enter the bonus room. Another easy bonus room. Another difference from this game is that it doesn't have quite as strong of a theme as the second one did. The second one had that really overbearing type of pirate theme, which I actually really liked. I thought it fit very well in that game. I think that's one of the reasons why people still remember it, but this one doesn't quite have that same type of theme, and I wish it did. One of the things you're going to notice early on about this game is that there's a lot of stages where there's going to be a recurring theme in particular to that stage. For this one, it's going to be pulling these levers which release the door, open the door, and allow us to get in there. Make sure you go left here first because we want to pick up the bonus coin. Switch out to Dixie and throw Kitty up there. It needs to be Kitty because Kitty is the only one strong enough to pull that lever down. Dixie can't do it. Pick up our third bonus coin and we're on our way. For anyone curious, I actually didn't practice this game that much. I'm just very familiar with it, having grown up with it and having played it a bunch of times as a kid. It's amazing how this stuff stays with you after 20 years. And I mean stays with you. I haven't played Donkey Kong Country 3 in probably 5 years. I think it was about 5 years since the last time I picked up this game. So much of it just still comes back. I know it's early on, but it's really amazing how it's like you never forget this stuff. Oop, I made a little bit of a mistake there, I got too greedy. That's actually a pretty bad thing to have happen because you need Dixie for this last part unless you're very careful. So make sure you stay to the left here so you can collect the DK coin. This is a lot harder with Kitty, unfortunately, because Kitty doesn't have the same range of motion with the barrel ability, so I knew it was going to take me probably a couple of tries to get this. With Dixie, you know, you could throw it right through that door and it wouldn't be a problem at all, but it's actually pretty good. 3 tries, only 3 tries is really good for Kitty. And then I just stay to the right here because there's a double 1-up, so. And I like these little flags here. Reminds me of Mario from the original game where he pulls down the flag. It's kind of like that a little bit. Okay, so I think we'll save our progress here. Got 1 banana bird so far, you can see it back there in the background. You need Dixie to get that barrel, so I have to go grab her. There we go, now we can go back. Throw Dixie up here to collect the barrel. And then just throw it right behind this little alligator guy and collect the DK coin. Now, an important point to note here is that you need to have Kitty make it through most of this level because there's a certain bonus about 3/4 of the way through that only he can collect. Dixie can't get it, so make sure that Dixie's out in your party in case one of the party members gets hit. These guys can be kind of difficult to take out. Make sure they're fully open when you ram them, otherwise they actually can actually cost you a party member. Those little spiky guys. Collect a few more bananas here. There's a save point. Since we have a DK barrel there, I think I'll go for the coin. Okay, so make sure you've got Dixie up for this part. So now we're going to need to switch over to Kitty, and you've got to do this somersault move through the water, which is kind of unnatural and a little bit difficult to pull off. I missed it the first time, so I actually just elected to kill myself and reset over. There's really no way to get those enemies to respawn, so you have to do it that way, unfortunately. No worries though, since we're right near the checkpoint, we'll try it one more time. I'm not going to bother with the bear coin. Alright, let's give it one more try. Hopefully we can get it this time. There we go. That's a very scary jump, that second one especially. And then I really took my time here because I did not want to have to try to redo that bonus. I wasn't sure if it would put me back on the platform or not. Grab the G. One more 1-up. I think we'll give the victory for Dixie this time, since Kitty took it last time. Save our progress here. We've got 1 banana bird, 6 bonus coins. Pretty good start for part 1. Alright guys, so in the next part we're going to be taking on the Ice Mountain level, and I want to thank you so much for watching my LP run of this game. I will see you next time. This is Josh Dragon signing out.